Exciting news, we just got a call from a customer and he wants a 2-foot tall mini ramp for his backyard. He's a busy guy, doesn't have time to assemble it, so we're gonna go up there and we're gonna knock it out for him. So let's get in the warehouse and get into it.
What's up everyone? So right now we're preparing some gator skins. We're pre-drilling and countersinking the gator skin sheet. That way you don't have to do it at home. There are 96 holes that we have to countersink and make a little hole so that way it's easy for you to screw it into your ramp and make it nice and smooth. Doing it at home might be difficult, you might chip it and ruin it, but we're professionals here. We get it done correctly. Welcome to the warehouse. That's how we do it. Alright, so we just got here to the customer's house and we're gonna start building right now, so stay tuned. Alright, so we're about to screw the frame together. If you didn't know, our Garage Mini is our most sold item out of the mini ramps. We screw together the frame in the middle, so we put some on the sides right here, about 2 over here and 2 over there, and about 3 or 4 along the inside of the middle. Now let me show you. It's time for pavers. You want to make sure your ramp is level, so always use pavers. So sometimes when your ramp is almost level but just not quite there, you don't need a full paver. So we use these little shims to make sure that it gets just right. Shimmy shimmy. So we're gonna break up some pavers, that way they go in the middle of the 2x3s in the center of the ramp to make sure the center's level too. But you don't need the full paver piece, just little pieces to go here and there. Just like this. Now you know your ramp is super secure. Now it's time for coping. So we already put pre-drilled holes on the sides of the coping, but for the center of the coping it takes a different type of screw, and so you have to pre-drill another hole in there, about 2 or 3. So in the center right here where your 3 2x4s connect to make the shape of the coping, you want to make sure you screw those 2x4s together and suck them up, but not too tight to where it can't allow the coping in, but just enough to where the coping sits real nice in there like a little seat. That way when the pressure goes in the middle when you're skating it, it doesn't pull the screws out or snap anything. Put a screw about every 2 feet. So we're drilling into the back of the coping, we're making a hole in the back of it, and we're going to put a little bit of different screws in. These are self-tapping, self-drilling black screws. You put these in there, they're a little bit more secure and they work well on the middle coping. Alright, so you want to put about 2 to 3 of these screws in the back of the coping on this size of ramp. If it's a little bit longer, you put about 4, 5, or 6, depending on the size of the ramp. Just spaced out properly, you know? You know what I really love? It's nature and ramps. Time for the top deck. We cut this perfectly for each ramp so it fits snug. Now it's time for the first layers of plywood. So it's always labeled with the sticker on our end because we pre-drill and sticker and label everything. So the top sheet will have a top sticker to go towards the coping. It's time to get working. Now it's time for the gator skins. Alright, so now we're putting support on the back side of the ramp so that way when you stand on it and everything like that, it doesn't break through or start to get a little faded or eroded. There we go. So it's going to end up going like that, one side to the other, and then we'll do one on the opposite side the opposite way. Alright, so we finished the ramp. Now it's time to put the skate paint on so it protects you against all the elements. Make sure though you don't put it on the premium skate surface because it'll ruin it. Alright, there you have it, the most popular mini ramp on our site, the Garage Mini. Get yours now at ocramps.com. This thing's done and ready to skate.